Hello students, welcome to AIMS India online classes. This is a chemistry session. Here we are discussing about the chapter chemical bonding. In the earlier sessions we have seen what is chemical bonding, what are the different kinds of chemical bondings we have seen there, and even how an ionic compound is formed, what is ionic bond, how they are formed we have seen. In this we are going to see in this session about ionic compounds in detail with some examples. Okay, let us start that. Let us see the formation of magnesium chloride molecule, magnesium chloride compound by the ionic bond formation between its ions. Okay, let us try to understand how ionic compounds are formed by taking this example, magnesium chloride. Magnesium chloride is formed from the elements magnesium and chlorine. The bond formation in magnesium chloride in brief using the chemical equation like this. Magnesium plus chlorine, these two will combine together to form magnesium chloride. So magnesium metal and chlorine non-metal, when these two are combined together they form the compound magnesium chloride, which is an ionic compound. Now let us see how these are converted into ions. We are telling magnesium metal and chlorine non-metal are combined in this. So before that they convert into respective ions. So let us see first about cation formation, that is positive ion by metal atom. So magnesium, we know its atomic number is 12 and its configuration is being 2, 8, 2, means it has only 2 electrons in its outermost shell. Now it is not a stable element. To become stable it will lose its 2 electrons from its outermost shell, and hence it attains the nearest noble gas configuration of neon. So by losing 2 electrons it acquires 2 units positive charge. So it becomes Mg2 plus ion by losing of 2 electrons. So magnesium first it loses 2 electrons and forms a dipositive cation Mg plus 2. So if you see the formation of anion, so anion is formed by chlorine non-metal here. We know chlorine atomic number is 17 and its configuration is 2, 8, 7. In the outermost shell chlorine is having 7 valence electrons. So it is also not a stable element and more active element. As it has 7 electrons, it will be ready to gain 1 electron and it becomes Cl minus ion with configuration 2, 8, 8. That is a nearest noble gas argon's configuration. Isn't it? So chlorine, each chlorine atom gains 1 electron and converts into Cl minus ion, which we call as chloride ion. This chloride ion is having the stable electronic configuration of nearest noble gas argon, that is 2, 8, 8. This configuration is attained by chlorine by gaining of an electron. Thus chlorine forms uni-negative anion. Okay. Now cation and anion both are formed. This happened by the transfer of electron between magnesium and chlorine atoms. So now let us see the compound magnesium chloride formation from these ions Mg plus 2 and Cl minus ions. Mg2 plus ion gets a neon configuration and each Cl minus ion gets a argon configuration by the transfer of electrons. So thus between these oppositely charged ions created by the transfer of electrons, there forms an electrostatic force of attraction because of which they will be held all together, and thus magnesium chloride compound is formed. So one magnesium atom transfers 2 electrons, one each 2 chlorine atoms. Okay, each magnesium atom losing 2 electrons, means it is transferring its 2 electrons, one to each chlorine atom, and thus Mg2 plus and 2Cl minus ions are formed, which attract to form magnesium chloride. In that way, magnesium chloride ionic compound is formed from magnesium metal and chlorine non-metal by the transfer of electrons. Okay, now let us see one more example. The formation of disodium monoxide, simply to say sodium oxide. So here the metallic element is sodium and non-metallic element is oxygen. Disodium monoxide formation can be explained as follows. Let us see here. First, let us see the formation of cation, that is a sodium ion from sodium element. We know the electronic configuration of sodium is 2, 8, 1 because the atomic number of sodium is 11. It has 11 electrons and its electronic configuration is being 2, 8, 1. Means in the outermost shell it has only one electron. So we can say it is highly unstable, means more reactive. This element will try to lose that one electron which is there in the outermost shell, and by that it will get the nearest noble gas configuration 2, 8. Okay. So sodium loses one electron and forms a unipositive negative ion which we call as cation. At the same time, let us say the formation of anion, that is a oxide ion from oxygen. If you observe the electronic configuration of oxygen, we know its atomic number is 8 and its configuration is being as 2, 6. So in the valence shell, oxygen is having 6 valence electrons, which is not a stable configuration. So this oxygen also is ready to gain 2 more electrons when it gets a chance, so that it attains the nearest noble gas neon's configuration, that is 2, 8. So in this way, oxygen gains 2 electrons and forms 2 units negatively charged ion, that we say bivalent electronegative ion, that we call simply as oxide ion. So this oxide ion is having stable electronic configuration of neon 2, 8. Okay. Now the compound formation. So sodium ion, oxide ion are formed by the transfer of electrons from sodium atoms to oxygen atom. Now let us see the formation of this Na2O compound from its ions. What happens when sodium transfers electrons to oxygen atoms? Oppositely charged ions are created. So between these oppositely charged ions, some electrostatic force of attraction is created because of transfer of electrons, and thus sodium oxide compound is formed. 2 sodium atoms transfer 1 electron from each to one oxygen atom, and thus Na plus and O minus ions are formed. O2 minus ions. Each Na plus gets neon configuration. Oxygen or oxide ion gets a neon configuration. These ions attract each other because of electrostatic force of attraction created, and thus sodium oxide compound is formed. Okay, let us see one more example. Formation of aluminium chloride. In this, first if you observe the formation of aluminium ion, that is metallic ion. There aluminium configuration is 2, 8, 3, means it has 3 valence electrons in the outermost shell. So it is not with the stable configuration. It will be ready to lose these 3 electrons, and hence it attains the stable electron configuration of nearest noble gas neon. So aluminium loses 3 electrons and forms tripositive cation. Al plus 3 ion is formed in that way by the loss of 3 electrons by aluminium atoms. And if this is the formation of anion, that is a chloride ion. Already you have seen the atomic number of chlorine as 17 with configuration 2, 8, 7. So here chlorine atom is ready to gain 1 electron. So each chlorine atom gains one electron and converts into uni-negative anions with the configuration 2,8,8, which is a stable electronic configuration of argon. So in this way, each aluminum atom loses 3 electrons and forms the tripositive electropositive ion, and each chlorine atom gains 1 electron and forms uni-negative anions. Now, each aluminum atom loses 3 electrons and each chlorine gains 1 electron. The compound AlCl3 is formed from its component ions by the electrostatic force of attractions. So in this way, 1 aluminum ion and 3 chlorine ions join together by the transfer of electrons, and hence aluminum chloride molecule compound is formed. Okay, that's about some examples which explains the formation of ionic bond by the transfer of electrons. Now let us see the arrangement of ions in the compounds. We are telling these electrostatic force of attractions between these oppositely charged ions, they are keeping them together held, and hence the compound is formed. Now, how these are arranged in the ionic compounds, in which systematic manner these ions are arranged, that let us see here. Let us try to understand how do cations and anions of ionic compound exist in its solid state with the sodium chloride for our example. Okay, the pairs of Na plus Cl minus will not be present as units within the solid crystal. So this we have to understand here. Na plus and Cl minus, these two together, they won't exist as one single unit. Actually, the electrostatic forces are non-directional in the ionic compounds. Means one Na plus ion won't be held with only one Cl minus ion. Each ion will be surrounded by so many number of oppositely charged ions from all the directions. That is why we say ionic bond is non-directional. It won't be held with only one opposite ion. That's why we won't say NaCl molecule won't be there. NaCl crystals will be there, which contain these oppositely charged ions, so many. There, each ion will be surrounded by number of oppositely charged ions from all the directions. Thus we say ionic compounds are non-directional. They won't exist in the molecular form. They exist with so many oppositely charged ions in the crystalline form. Okay. Therefore, it is not possible for one Na plus ion to be attracted by one Cl minus ion. Vice versa. Vice versa means won't be there one Cl minus ion attracted with only one Na plus ion. Each Na plus ion will be surrounded by so many Cl minus ions from all the directions in the three-dimensional way. In the same way, each Cl minus ion will be surrounded by number of Na plus ions from all the directions in the space. Thus, NaCl crystal will be formed. Okay, even the smallest part of sodium chloride crystal contains so many number of Na plus ions which are surrounded by so many Cl minus ions. Okay, thus we can say ionic compounds, they do not exist as molecules. They exist as crystals with so many oppositely charged ions held together. So depending upon the size and charge of a particular ion, number of positive oppositely charged ions get attracted by it, but in a definite manner. Okay, depending upon the size and charge of the ions participated in the formation of ionic compound, number of oppositely charged ions held together will be different. Okay, in all the ionic compounds, same number of oppositely charged ions won't be surrounded with one ion. That number of oppositely charged ions surrounding by an ion will be different in different molecule, different compounds. Particularly if we take example sodium chloride. In sodium chloride crystal, each Na plus ion is surrounded by 6 Cl minus ions, and each Cl minus ion is surrounded by 6 Na plus ions. In ionic compounds, in the crystalline state consists of orderly arranged cations and anions held together by electrostatic force of attractions in 3 dimensions. Okay, in all the ionic compounds, each ion will be surrounded by particular number of oppositely charged ions from all the directions. Okay, they will be having an systematic arrangement in this crystalline structure. If we take example sodium chloride, in sodium chloride crystals, each Na plus ion will be surrounded by 6 Cl minus ions from all the directions. In the same way, each Cl minus ion will be surrounded by 6 Na plus ions from all the directions. Now let us see the structure of this sodium chloride crystals. Okay, crystal structure of sodium chloride. In this way it will be. NaCl is said to possess face-centered cubic lattice crystalline structure. Face-centered means suppose it is a crystal of sodium chloride. In this, if you observe, at the center of the face there is one Cl minus ion, and it is surrounded by number of Na plus ions, that is 6 Na plus ions from all the directions. At the left side one Na plus ion, at the right side one more Na plus ion, up and down, totally 4 Na plus ions in the same face, and back side of this one Na plus ion will be there, and front side also there will be one Na plus ion. In this way, each Cl minus ion in this sodium chloride crystal is surrounded by 6 oppositely charged Na plus ions. Okay, so and here at the center of the face there is one ion, it is surrounded by oppositely charged ions. That is why its structure is said to be face centered cubic lattice. The structure of NaCl crystal is said to be face centered cubic lattice. Okay, and here the number of oppositely charged ions surrounding an ion is 6. It is called its coordination number. The coordination number of sodium in sodium chloride is 6. It means in sodium chloride each Na plus ion, sodium ion, is surrounded by 6 Cl minus ions from the all directions in 3-dimensional space. Okay, that we say as coordination number. So NaCl is said to be possessing face centered cubic lattice crystalline structure. The number of ions of opposite charge that surrounding a given ion of given charge is known as its coordination number. So coordination number of sodium in this crystalline structure is 6. In the same way, the coordination number of chlorine is also 6, because each chlorine ion is also surrounded by 6 Na plus ions. For example, if we say now again sodium chloride crystal, the coordination number of Na plus ions and Cl minus ions is being 6 here. Understood? Coordination number means the number of oppositely charged ions surrounding an ion is called its coordination number. In sodium chloride, each Na plus ion and each Cl minus ion also are surrounded by 6 oppositely charged ions. Thus, its coordination number is said to be 6. Okay, now let us see the factors which are affecting the formation of cation and anion. On which factors the formation of cations and anions are dependent. One of them is, in previous lesson we have learnt about variation of metallic and non-metallic character of the elements in groups and periods of modern periodic table. So this helps us to understand the factors which are affecting the formation of cations and anions, isn't it? Now let us see. Generally, elements of metals have tendency of losing electrons and to attain the octet in their valence shell. Yes, metals generally we know they will be having 1 or 2 or 3 valence electrons in their outermost shell. That is why these metals will be having the tendency of losing electrons, and thus they attain nearest noble gas octet configuration. This property is called as a metallic character, or it is also called as electropositivity. Tendency of losing electrons is called electropositivity or metallic character. So elements with more metallic character or more electropositivity, those elements will form easily cations. We know the elements at the extreme left side of the periodic table, they are alkali metals and the next alkaline earth metals. These are having more tendency to lose electrons, means they have more electropositive character, and so they form easily cations. Okay. Next, if we see similarly non-metals like oxygen, fluorine and chlorine, they acquire electron configuration of elements of nearest inert gas by gaining electrons. This property is called non-metallic character or electronegative character of these elements. Okay, elements with a more electronegative character form anions easily. So the non-metal atom generally they will be having tendency to gain electrons. This tendency of gaining electrons to become stable is called electronegative character or non-metallic character. The elements which are having this tendency of gaining electrons greater, those elements form anions easily. Generally, the seventh group elements, that means extreme right side column except noble gases, that is 17th column elements, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, acetylene, this we call halogens. They have very high tendency of gaining electrons because they have already 7 electrons in the outermost shell. When they gain 1 electron, they become highly stable. So these elements are very eager to gain 1 electron, and so these elements form anions very easily. Okay. So ionic bond is formed between the atoms of elements with electronegativity difference which is equal to or greater than 1.9. So if the electronegativity difference between the two atoms which are participating in the bond formation, if it is greater than or equal to 1.9, then transfer of electron occurs between those two atoms. One atom with a greater electropositivity will lose electrons, and the atom with a greater electronegativity will gain those electrons, and thus oppositely charged ions are formed and ionic compound will be formed between those. So to form an ionic compound, there should be electronegativity difference between those two elements greater than or equal to 1.9. Okay. In ionic bond formation, transfer of electrons takes place between the combining atoms. So as the electronegativity difference is being greater than 1.9, the transfer of electrons takes place between the two oppositely charged ions. The tendency of losing electrons to form cations or gaining electrons to form anions depends on the following factors. So based upon these factors, the tendency of either forming cations or anions will be dependent. Those are atomic size, ionization potential, electron affinity, electronegativity. So these are the factors which affect the tendency of forming either cation or anion. That means the atoms with the greater size will form cations easily, and the atoms with the very smaller size they form anions easily. Let us see that. So the atoms of elements with low ionization energy, low electron affinity and high atomic size and low electronegativity. So the atoms with these characters will form cations easily. Means those elements with these characters can lose electrons easily, and thus they form cations. So in the similar way, the atoms of elements with high ionization energy, high electron affinity and even high electronegativity and small atomic size, they form anions easily. Means these elements with these characters can attract electrons easily and they gain those, and thus they form anions. So between these kind of cations and anions, ionic compounds will be formed by the transfer of electrons. Okay, that's about ionic compounds formation. Okay, thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our YouTube channel AIMS Today and visit our website aimstoday.in for latest updates and recorded videos.